Thank you very much. Since it's not fiction, as you say, it's a very short story. I would like to stand here and write. Okay.
That's better.
Thank you. Well, it is called the exemplified name. On the Saturday morning, while snow had covered God's earth and ended its thirst, I was the witness of the brightness of another endless kindness too. A person with a heart full of kindness was feeding a hungry who was in need more than the God's earth. As I got out from my vehicle, the scene, which may remain in my mind for years, is a very strong lens, captured my attention. Around 50 years and more of my life experience, and especially bad memories of bleeding era, destruction of buildings, cutting grasses, wearing military boots, hearing gunshots, smelling guns, shootings, flogging mothers' feet and hands, playing with cut heads instead of ball on the grasses, fiercely growing here on the faces of youth and the people used to call each other friends and brothers, but I have never seen such a loving kindness as I was the witness of that incident. The truth is that long years of war and insecurity provided only sorrow and sadness, pain, destruction, and spreading of artificial organs, which had affected me, people around me, and that kind person too. The point was that loving kindness, which I saw, which might have remained in my mind for many, many years, it would have motivated, strengthened my ungrateful heart. For so long years, I was thinking that love is a biological need, or maybe it is a spiritual need, but now I am understood that love in compassion. I am understood that love in comparison to matter and energy is something endless that does not know any border or limitations. In act, I got this fact about such a whole emotion, I mean love, just on that beautiful Saturday morning. A person whose name was a strong reflection of her kindness, his soft heart, was feeding a mother who was very hungry, as much as even she could not notice her cup's hunger. The scene was as charming as you think that the nature's painter has painted all those beauties, which surprised me as much as I did not want to miss a momentum. This sweet-haired person was feeding the dog with the biscuits, and the dog was eating the biscuits in such a manner that no human has ever faced with her and had fed her with biscuits. I do not remember what happened, that I looked somewhere else for a very short moment. But in suddenly, a cub's howling recaptured my attention. One of the cubs stayed the mother, but was far away from her because she might be afraid to confront with the mother's anger again. On that moment, I found out that the mother does not want to share what she had, even with her cubs. The sweetheart person appeared in the scene again. But this time, she wanted to feed the cubs, who were hungrier but patient than their mother. She was feeding them in such a manner that she might have suffered and has felt that hunger. I thought that something stops her to feed cubs. Maybe presence of strangers, like me, presence of cubs' mother, or maybe she was afraid to touch the wet body of the cubs. Same as snow was falling down on the earth, the sweetheart girl was kindly feeding her dogs without any expectation. The cub that is howling charmed any sensitive herd together with other cubs was going to eat those biscuits. The mother, not the cubs. Showing special moves by her tail to express they were grateful to the pretty lady. I thought with myself that if God whitens ground surface and waters its herd with snow, there are God's servants who feed God's creatures and show up the loving kindness that God has given them. A great spectacle was going in front of my eyes. A spectacle that no lively sight can ignore it. The scene was so charming that filled me in deep thought, that I did not notice the short absence of the kind girl. When I come back to myself, she was not there anymore. I hoped if I knew her, if I could ask her name, and so that I wished to see her once again. I did not know that why I hoped such things, and why did I wish to see her once more. When I was puzzling with myself, I saw her once come again, and maybe for the last time. Without thinking, I asked her, "What's your name, sweetheart?" She asked, "Why do you want to know my name? I replied, "Just I want to remember it." Just two sentences, okay? She said, Safiya in the Arabic language. As I continued my way towards my class, I told with myself, what an exemplified name, and what a kind person. Same as touching kindness, and same as prolific date